Hi everyone, this is Ravi. Welcome to Tricentis Tosca mobile automation tutorial. As you all know, I have already published 3 YouTube videos regarding the mobile automation by using Tricentis Tosca. So here are the 3 different lessons I have covered as part of Tosca mobile automation. My first lesson was getting started with mobile automation, where I have explained you how can we install Tricentis mobile agent and what are all the different options that are available in Tricentis mobile agent console. And then lesson 2, I have covered how can we set up Android emulator and how can we install the Android Studio. And then in lesson 3, we have prepared and connected Android via USB as well as via Wi-Fi. This is our lesson 4, where I'm going to teach you how can we scan Android mobile app by using mobile engine. So here is the agenda for today's session. First, we are going to create a project in Tricentis Tosca so that we can start automating our mobile test cases. And then there are 2 different types of connections that we are going to establish. Either you can select local connection or you can configure your remote connection and connect your mobile. And then I'm going to select the device and select the native application that I would like to automate. And then we can start scanning the mobile application elements, and we will be creating the modules so that we can use those modules to automate our mobile test cases. So without delay, let us jump onto the system and see how can we scan mobile application related elements by using Tricentis Tosca. So this is my Tricentis Tosca. First, we are going to create a project to start with our mobile automation. To create project, you need to click on create new, and then here you can select type of repository. Either you can select create single user workspace. If you want to create multi-user workspace, either you can select SQLite, Oracle, MS SQL Server, DB2. So it's based on your organization requirement. You can select any type of repository here. So for now, I'm going to select create single user workspace. And then this is my path where the new project will be created. So basically this is my path of workspace where this new project will be created. And I'm going to name this workspace as mobile automation. And I'd like to use workspace template. Select this use workspace template, and you need to select this standard TSU file. So let's browse the standard TSU file. And let me navigate to C drive and then Tosca setup and Tosca commander. Here I can see standard.tsu. I'm using standard base file that I have received along with my Tricentis Tosca license. And then now you can click on OK. So this creates your new project, okay, where you can see standard modules that we have imported while creating the project. Okay, so now to scan the mobile application, first you need to open the TMA agent, Tricentis mobile agent. So my Tricentis mobile agent is already running. I have already explained you how can we install Tricentis mobile agent in my first YouTube lesson. I would recommend you guys to visit my first 3 lessons to understand the concepts of today's session. So here right click and then click on open console. So as soon as you click on open console, this is my Tricentis mobile agent console. Go to configure devices. I can see my Samsung real device is connected to my laptop. I have connected by using Wi-Fi instead of USB. So how to connect your mobile by using USB or Wi-Fi, I have explained you in my previous lesson. I have already connected my mobile by using Tricentis mobile agent. Now I can start creating the modules. What I'm going to do, right click on modules. Let me create a new folder called mobile agent and then say tip calculator. So this is the native application that we are going to use to automate our test cases. So under this folder, right click and then let us start scanning the application. So before scanning the application, you can see my mobile here. So what I'm doing, I'm projecting my mobile by using Link, Microsoft Link application. So if you go here, you can find phone link app in your Windows system. So by using that phone link, I am projecting my mobile screen onto laptop. Okay. So now right click on this mobile agent and select scan. To scan your mobile application, you need to select mobile. So if you see my previous videos related to web and API, we have selected application as my scanning option. And here, as we are automating our mobile related test cases, you need to select mobile. As soon as you select mobile, a pop-up window appears. Select connection. So here, there are two ways. Either you can select your local connection or you can add a remote connection. To add the remote connection, you need to click on add connection and you need to enter the name of your connection. Let's say I'm going to name this as remote. And what is the type of connection? My connection type is remote TMA. So either you can establish remote TMA connection or cloud APM connection or TDC, which means Tricentis device cloud. So this is nothing but it's a Tricentis own device cloud platform. Okay. For now, I would like to select remote TMA. And then here you need to enter the Tricentis mobile agent server address. So what is my Tricentis mobile agent server? That is your remote system Tricentis mobile agent server address. So if you go here, so this is my remote machine. Let me search what is the IP address of my remote machine. IP config. So my IP is 192.168.1.104. Copy this. And then I'm going to provide the same IP address here. HTTP colon / my IP address. And then what is my port? If you see my Tricentis mobile agent port is 8585. I'm going to provide 8585. So this is my remote. So here there is a space. Remove the space. HTTP colon / your remote machine IP address colon 8585, which is my Tricentis mobile agent remote server address. And then as soon as you click on add, it's going to add your remote connection. So if you see, as soon as I select this one, now it is showing me one Samsung mobile because my remote machine is connected to one of the Samsung mobile real device. So that's why it is showing me the Samsung real device. And then select this Samsung real device, which shows you all the applications that are available in Samsung real device. See, these are all the applications that are available in my Samsung real device. And then the second way of connection is local connection. You need to select local, and I have connected my Samsung device to my local machine. So here is my Samsung device which is already connected to my local machine. Select this Samsung device So as soon as you select the Samsung device, so this device is actually connected to my local machine, whereas the remote connection mobile is connected to my remote machine. So that's the difference. I've selected the connection, I've selected the device, and now select the application. So to select the application, let us first add the application. Click on add. And what is the type of application? Is it native and hybrid or web? I'm going to teach you how can we scan native application for today's session. So that's why I'm selecting native slash hybrid and click on continue. And here, what is the native hybrid application? I'm going to use Android related native application. And here, enter the name of your application. I'm going to enter the name of application as tip calculator. And then give the full path of your package name or activity name. So let's go to my local system. So this is my tipcalculator.apk file. So you need to provide full path of this apk file. Right click on this and then copy as path. And now let's go back to Tricentis Tosca and provide full path of your apk file. So this is my full path. And then click on add. So now your tip calculator is added. And then either you can go to advanced configurations, which I'm going to teach you later, and then connect to your mobile application. Click on connect. So here my mobile is actually logged. So let me unlock this mobile so that it will start connecting to my mobile and then it should open the tip calculator application. So here I can see a tip calculator application, native application is already opened. And this is my mobile mirroring by using link. And this is my mobile mirroring by using Tricentis Tosca. So now let us click on scan to scan the application. So what you need to do, click on scan. As soon as you click on scan, it scans all the objects and elements that are available in this screen as same as your web application. So in web application, as soon as you select the application and then click on scan, it brings you all the elements of that particular page. So in the same way, this mobile scanner also works in the same way. So here you can see it is actually showing you all the elements that are present in your tip calculator application. Let's say I would like to enter base price here. I would like to enter the base price. That's why I'm selecting text box base. I'm going to rename this as base text box. Okay. And then let's say I would like to also select total price. Let's say here, this is my total price. I'm going to say total price. So if you want to highlight, let's say this is my base text box, right? You can highlight, see here, it is highlighting this one, and then total price is this one. So as soon as I enter the price here, it's going to calculate the total price. Let me enter some value here. Here, let me enter 2000. So when I enter the 2000, your total price is 2340.00, correct? Which includes your tip and 17% of your tip, which includes 17% of your tip. That's why it is calculating as 2340.00. So now I would like to automate the scenario where I'm going to enter the base price. I'm going to specify the tip percentage and it should give me the total price. So I would like to automate this scenario. That's why I've captured the text box related to base price and then text box related to total price. So once we completed scanning the elements that are required to automate our test case, now you can simply click on save. And now let's close this scan window, or you can say finish screen. As soon as you click on finish screen, now you can go to your next screen if you want to. Let's say I would like to go to some other screen. Your application has some other screen, let's say, and now you can start scanning the elements of your next screen. For now, I would like to stop scanning our application. Let's close the Xscan. And now let us go back to Tricentis Tosca. So you can see here whatever the elements that we scanned, you can see here. This is one element and this is another element. So this is the way you can scan your mobile application by using mobile agent. So let us recap. So in this lesson, I've covered how can we create the project in Tosca, and also I've covered how can we select the local connection and scan your mobile application. And if you want to configure your remote connection, then how can we configure the remote connection and how can you connect the mobile in your remote machine. And then we have selected the device and then we have selected the application. And then we have started scanning the mobile application elements, and which creates the mobile application module. So if you go to project, I would like to show a couple of things before I publish my next video. So here, if you go to configurations and then expand mobile, you can see here there are some applications, there are some connections. Let's expand connections. We have already established a local connection. See here, this is my local connection where I have a device. What is the device? I have a Samsung device. And then we also established a remote connection. So if you go to remote, I can see here, this is the remote TMA server that we configured. If you remember correctly, right? I can see this also. And then we also scanned an application. So let me go to your applications list. See here in the application list, I can see tip calculator also. So that means I'm going to start using these configurations while automating my test case with the help of modules or elements that we scanned in today's lesson. So in my next lesson, I'm going to teach you how can we use these elements that we scanned, or how can we use the module that we created in today's session to automate our test cases. So while automating our test cases, I'm going to use the module that we scanned today, and also I'm going to use the configurations that were created due to the actions that we performed in today's session. I'm going to use application configurations. I'm going to use the connection configurations to automate our test cases and to execute our test cases. If you have any queries, leave your queries in the comment box. I'll try to respond to your queries. Thank you. Hope you all understand the concepts of today's lesson, where we have created a project and then we have established a local connection and we have established a remote connection and we have connected to our real Samsung device by using local connection and by using remote connection, and then we have learned how can we scan mobile native application and how can we capture the elements by using Xscan. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon. You'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you.